say some Chinese and Japanese students here. On this app, there are people that you can teach. You don't have to be a master, right?
Yeah.
You only have to be one step ahead of somebody else to be able to teach them, right? You just have to be a little bit further in the journey to help them. So find a Chinese language exchange partner here that wants to learn, practice with them every day, and start teaching them. And because by doing that, you're gonna run into resistance. You're gonna find out, oh, I don't know how to say this word. Oh, I don't know this. Oh, I don't know that. Oh, I don't know this thing. Oh, I don't know that thing. And you start making a list. Then you start identifying for you specifically in the context that you want to learn your English, like, oh, I need to study this, I need to study this, I need to study this. Then you take that material and you find a native speaker. I know you said you kind of struggle on here. If you can't find anyone on here, there's other platforms. You can find really cheap like tutors online. You can try to find somebody, and maybe if you live in a big city, there's probably like an expat. There's probably a foreigner. Like you could try to find some native speaker to ask your questions to, and you go and you say, hey, I was teaching this Chinese guy, and what about this? What's this? What is this? What is this? What is this? And you're asking him all your questions, and then you go back and you go back and forth between the two, and that way you're going to improve a lot faster. Because then, like, if I start teaching you, I can start teaching you about philosophy
Yeah.
and how to read and all of these big technical terms, but it's not how, and you're learning English, right? But it's not helpful to you because it's not relevant to the way that you want to use it. So I would say practice that way.
Yeah, that's cool. So actually, I've been following American accent. So is that possible for me to speak like native speaker like you?
I would say, don't worry about it.
Oh.
Don't worry about it because like what's more important than speaking like a native speaker is communication.
Hmm.
Really,
Yeah.
like I would say there's maybe like maybe you can, maybe you can't. It doesn't matter. Like maybe it's not even possible because if it was not your native language, then technically you would never speak like a native speaker. I speak Spanish completely fluently. I still have an accent sometimes, but I don't care because I communicate, and we're having a conversation right now. That's all you. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
I
no
got voice.
problem. So actually, I don't
Um,
know. To be an English teacher, what kind of qualification or certificate do I need?
mm. Start studying. Start researching. You can figure
Oh.
it out on the internet. So let me tell you. Let me tell you about one interesting platform.
Yeah.
Um, it's called italki. Have you ever heard of it?
Yes, I have. Yeah, but I didn't use it.
Okay, you can apply to be a teacher on there as well.
But
Even
need any
even if you're
qualification
not a native.
certificate?
What's that?
Any qualification certificate like a TOEFL or something like
No,
that?
no. So
Oh.
so you have to have there's two types of teachers. So you can apply to be like a professional teacher, and in that case, you have to submit some qualifications. But you can, yeah, exactly, Thais. You can apply to be a community tutor,
Hmm.
and this is basically anybody that has like a conversational fluency in the language, has a
Hmm.
passion for it, and just wants to help people. So this is actually where I first started teaching. So I did not study. I don't have like formal qualification as an English teacher because I think honestly the best way to learn is by doing. Truly. So instead of studying English grammar and all of this stuff. I just started talking to people, and I spent so much time talking about talking to foreigners and helping them learn English that I realized, what do you care about more? Do you care about how many years of experience I have, how many degrees I have, or do you care about I can help you?
Yeah,
What do you want more?
you can help
Exactly.
someone. That's a good one.
Yeah, yeah. You care about results.
Yeah.
Right? Results. If you
Results.
say, dude, if this guy can fucking help me talk English, that's all that matters. And so it's that's how I started, and I think like even if this specific app is full, there's so many other ones on the internet. You can maybe just take a day and spend some time to research. Start researching, read on blogs, read some forums, read and and you can start finding a bunch of other applications, and then like I would recommend also just start offering some classes for free in the beginning.
On online.
Beginning. Yeah, even do it on here. Like, and instead of just doing like a language exchange, offer somebody a class for free and just say, hey, I'm practicing studying as an English teacher, and I would like to offer you some classes, and that way it's free. So if you mess up, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, hey, and then when you're doing that, you're getting experience and a lot, and then you can also have references. So then you take those students that you have for free, and then you say, hey, I'm an English teacher, and here's my students, and here's what they say, and then you can use that to get paid classes too. When you go, you offer classes to other people as well. You say, hey, look, I have experience. These are my students. These are my references, right? So, and this is how a lot of business starts. Is you start doing the original thing for free. People like it. You learn. You see there's the value, and then you can start making it a business.
Yeah, that's cool, really. I appreciate your help, and it's
Yeah.
a lot for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's always a pleasure to chat. But like, I wish you all the best. If you have any questions about other platforms and things like that, or kind of like making profiles and things like that, this is something that I do kind of help people through. So if you want to work a little bit more like in depth on that, message me and we can talk about it. In terms of like how to record like video, like as a teacher you have to do an introduction video and stuff. I help a lot of people with that, because like when I first started on these platforms, like sometimes it takes like a long time to get students and stuff, and I started getting students immediately is because if you make like interesting videos, and if you say the right things, you can get the right type of things like that. So if you have more questions you want to work